Hi, I'm Mark from the Gently Grown Homestead, and today we're talking about double digging. What it is, why you want to do it, how to do it, and that's coming right up. Hey, so we are double digging in the front, which means what we're doing is we're digging up a piece of sod and then flipping it over into the next spot so it's upside down. But it's a continuous, almost conveyor belt-like process. So you end up with one extra piece of sod that goes on in the last hole. And then everything else you just go one spot over, one shovel over, and turn it upside down. What this does is it kills the sod, but it lets it feed the soil at the same time. So as the sod dies, it breaks down into nutrients and it feeds the soil. At the same time, you are prepping soil, so you have a much better piece of land to work with than you did before, because you can't really plant much directly in sod except more sod. All right, one thing I want to show you is just as you are double digging, these are worms. These are what you want in your soil. They aerate the soil, they help break down things like dying sod and give your soil nutrients. So as I'm flipping this over, I am seeing some rocks, which is not going to be great for direct seeding. But I'm seeing these worms, which is telling me this is not terrible soil to be starting out with. I could be doing worse if I'm not uncovering all these worms. And this is also why I don't want to disturb the soil more than once. I have to disturb it once so I can plant, but after that, we will not be tilling or moving the soil. We'll just be adding on compost and mulch like wood chips on top, because the more you work the soil, not only are you releasing carbon, but you are disrupting the soil life, whether it's worms or even the microbiology that is so important. You do not want to do that as a regular practice. All right, so this is how the double dig method works. You would cut out, I just cut out this piece of sod right here, and now there's an empty spot right next to it that I'm going to flip it to. So if I can do this in one hand, it'll help my foot. So you just literally flip it over and it goes in the spot where there was a hole right next to it. And I see more worms. This is great. Yeah, right there. And this is great. All right, definitely don't want to disturb this more than I have to. And now I have a hole here that I'm going to cut out the next piece of sod with and flip over here. And I keep going until I'm done. And that first piece of sod I put back into the last hole. You might have noticed my little helper before in the background of this video. She is helping. She is bringing soil over to the apple tree like we were doing the other day. But she's actually really helping. If you look here, she is stomping in and evening out the turned over sod, which is the next step. Because otherwise you have these, like over here I didn't do it, you have these mounds of sod that you can't really direct seed in. You have to even it out somewhat, and she is actually doing that as she's stepping on it and taking a little bit of soil off over to the apple tree, which is fine. But this is, yeah, I will level this out a little bit more before I try to use the jang on it, and we'll see how the jang does with the double dig method. But this is a bonus help for my little helper over there. All right, so this is a way that you can start planting in sod almost immediately and feed your soil with plants that are already on it. This will be the perimeter of our fruit tree guilds in the front. We're gonna plant onions, we're gonna direct seed them, add some mulch as our perimeter and repeller for what we're doing here. That is it for now. So please make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any new videos from the Gently Grown Homestead. Thanks. Be well and grow.